Have you ever stopped to wonder what would happen if bees suddenly disappeared from the face of the earth? Imagine a world without the buzz of these tiny creatures, the sweet nectar they produce, and more importantly, the vital role they play in our food supply. Yes, you heard it right, our food supply. One might wonder, how can these minute creatures, often associated with annoying buzzing sounds and painful stings, be so crucial? Well, it's time to debunk the misconceptions. Bees, my friends, are not just makers of honey, but they are the unsung heroes of our ecosystem, the diligent workers behind the scenes, ensuring that we have food on our tables. They are the backstage crew of the grand show we call life. It's a fascinating world, one that often goes unnoticed, yet is absolutely indispensable to our existence. So, are you ready to dive into this intriguing reality? Well, brace yourself for an enlightening journey into the world of these small yet mighty creatures. Bees, more than just honeymakers, play a vital role in our food supply. They are the unsung heroes of our gardens, fields, and orchards. But how exactly do they contribute to our food chain? Let's start with the basics. Bees are the world's most important pollinators. Now that's quite a title, isn't it? But what does pollinator mean? Well, think of it as the plant version of a mail carrier delivering a very important package. In the case of bees, this package is pollen. As bees flit from flower to flower sipping nectar, they inadvertently pick up this pollen on their fuzzy bodies. When they visit the next flower, some of this pollen rubs off, and voila, that's pollination, folks. This pollen transfer is like a secret handshake between flowers, allowing them to produce fruits and seeds. Without this floral transaction, a lot of our favorite foods wouldn't exist. Imagine a world without apples, almonds, or avocados. The process might sound simple, but it's actually a finely tuned dance between bees and blossoms. Bees are attracted to certain colors and scents that flowers produce, drawing them in like a neon sign flashing, "Open for business." Once the bees arrive, they get to work collecting nectar and distributing pollen. But why are bees so important? Can't other insects do the job? Well, while other insects do contribute to pollination, bees are the star performers. They're incredibly efficient and have adapted to carry pollen more effectively than other insects. You see, bees have special structures on their legs called pollen baskets, which they pack full of pollen to take back to their hive. This makes them super efficient at picking up and distributing pollen like tiny FedEx trucks buzzing around our gardens. Without these diligent workers, our plates would look significantly different, and not in a good way. So, the next time you enjoy a juicy apple or a handful of almonds, remember to say a little thank you to our buzzing friends. After all, they're responsible for 1/3 of our food supply. Quite impressive for such tiny creatures, wouldn't you say? Did you know that bees are responsible for pollinating approximately 1/3 of all the food we consume? An impressive stat, isn't it? But what does it mean exactly? Well, let's dive into the details. Imagine a world void of fruits, nuts, and vegetables. A world without bright red apples, crunchy almonds, or fresh broccoli. Sounds pretty bleak, huh? This could be our reality if bees suddenly decided to go on an extended vacation. These industrious insects are the unsung heroes of our food chain, working tirelessly to pollinate our crops. Bees have a knack for pollination, you see. Unlike other insects, bees actively seek out pollen, which is a source of protein for them. As they flit from flower to flower, some of this pollen rubs off on their furry bodies and gets transferred to the next flower they visit, resulting in fertilization. This process enables plants to bear fruit and seeds, and voila, we have food. And it's not just a handful of crops that we owe to bees. Over 70 out of the top 100 human food crops, which supply about 90% of the world's nutrition, are pollinated by bees. That's right, 90%. So when we say bees are responsible for 1/3 of our food, we're not exaggerating. From the succulent strawberries we enjoy in our summer salads, to the sweet honey we drizzle on our morning toast, to the aromatic coffee that helps us kickstart our day. It's all thanks to the bees. Even the clothes we wear owe a debt to these buzzing buddies. Cotton, a plant that relies heavily on bee pollination, is the primary resource for a significant portion of our clothing. So, in a way, bees are also our fashion allies. The next time you take a bite of an apple or a handful of almonds or even put on a cotton shirt, take a moment to appreciate the tiny creatures that made it possible. Bees are more than just part of our ecosystem, they're essential to our daily lives. Without bees, we could say goodbye to apples, almonds, broccoli, and much more. But the impact of bees extends beyond just our dinner tables. You see, bees are the unsung heroes of our planet, playing an indispensable role in maintaining biodiversity and the balance of our ecosystems. How, you might ask? Well, by pollinating plants, bees are a crucial link in the chain of life. They help plants reproduce, leading to a domino effect of benefits. These plants provide food and shelter for a myriad of creatures, from the smallest insects to the largest mammals. In essence, bees help to weave the complex tapestry of life on our planet. Each thread they add through their tireless work strengthens that tapestry, making it more resilient and beautiful. Without bees, that tapestry would start to unravel, leaving our ecosystems much poorer and less vibrant. But it's not all rosy in the world of bees. These hardworking creatures are facing numerous threats today. Pesticides, habitat loss, climate change, and diseases are all taking a toll on bee populations worldwide. You might be thinking, so what? Bees are just insects after all. But remember, bees are not just any insects. They are the master pollinators of our world. If we lose them, we lose not just a third of our food, but also a significant portion of the biodiversity that makes our planet so unique. So, it becomes imperative that we protect these humble creatures. From reducing pesticide use to planting bee-friendly flowers, there are numerous ways we can lend a helping hand to our buzzing friends. The situation might seem daunting, but remember, every small action counts. It's not just about saving bees, but about securing the future of our ecosystems and ultimately, our own survival. In essence, without bees, our entire ecosystem could collapse, making them an essential piece of our survival puzzle. So the next time you enjoy an apple or a handful of almonds, remember to thank the bees. Because without their buzz, our world would indeed be a much less delicious and much less vibrant place.